Okay, random story. A couple years ago, I was going to go sell some clothes at Plato's Closet. If you don't know what Plato's Closet is, it's a thrift store. So basically, take all your old clothes that you don't want, bring it to Plato's Closet, and be like, here, what do you want to buy? And they'll look through it. They're like, yeah, we like these jeans. This shirt is nice. So we'll pay you $20 for these clothes, and you can have the rest back. We don't want these crappy clothes of yours. But we'll take these ones, and we'll pay for them. So you can make some money and kind of get rid of some clothes. So that's what I was doing back in the day. So I just had a laundry basket full of clothes. So I take it out of my car. I'm just walking to Plato's Closet, walking across the parking lot. And there were two, I assume, homeless people who kind of approached me, and they're like, hey, can we have your clothes? And in my head, I was like, well, let me sell them first. I'm going to go to Plato's Closet and then sell them, whatever I can get. And I'll give you the clothes that don't get sold, right? Good deal? And so I did that. I went inside and I guess it was pretty quick. I guess they just kind of looked through my stuff. Sometimes it takes time, but I guess it wasn't that busy. So they took my clothes and they gave me some money, and I put the rest back in my laundry basket. And I walked out. I was like, okay, I'll give these these clothes to them. And I'm walking out, I'm looking around, like they're gone. They've disappeared. And then looking back at it now, I realized that they just want to sell my clothes, right? And then I feel like people would criticize me for that, saying like, oh, you should have just given them your clothes in the first place. Which, yeah, I guess I could have done that. That would have been more generous, of course. But at the same time, they were not entitled to my clothes. They could ask for it. They can ask for anything. They can ask me for money. They can ask me for anything, but I'm not obligated to say yes or no. It doesn't mean that you should just automatically give things to people who ask for it. I think that's what's interesting about discernment, is that it's different for everyone. So yeah, maybe you might have a heart of gold, and I know Jesus Christ commanded us to give to the poor, to give to the needy. So I could be wrong here, right? So I was asked of something, and I basically rejected them. So did I reject Jesus in that situation? Was that Jesus asking me for help? And I said, no, Jesus, no. I want more money for myself, for my selfish reasons. I don't know. That could be the case. And in that case, I should repent and everything. But at that time, my mindset wasn't malicious. Maybe it was. I don't know. What do you think? Was I malicious? Because I was just trying to get some money for my clothes. I wasn't out there trying to diss homeless people. I think it's an interesting question though. It's like, if somebody asks you for help, what's biblical? And there's no right answer to that. Not that I know of. I know some people who say you really should give them everything you have. Not everything you have, right? So that's not reasonable. If you're walking down the street and some guy says, hey, I don't have a car, give me your car, please. Do you just give them your car? If you don't give them your car, does that mean you're denying Jesus? You're rejecting Jesus? I don't think so. We're called to be smart about how we handle these situations. And discernment is it's a virtue. It's a value. So no, I don't think it has to go that extreme that you someone asks you for something, you have to give to them, right? Otherwise, some scammer can just go onto a Christian message board and message everyone saying, "Can you Venmo me $10, please? I need help. Can you Venmo me $10, please? You're a Christian, right? If you don't give me $10, you're a fake Christian." No, that's not how life works, right? Because there are levels to discernment, and just because somebody doesn't donate at that specific moment in time doesn't mean that they're not generous in other parts of life. They might not be generous in other parts of life. They might be generous. You know, there's no like direct correlation. So it's not like, oh, you rejected this homeless person, that means you're just a selfish person in general. But it's just something to think about. I have a care package in my car now at all times for situations like this. And it's funny because once I put together that care package, and the care package is like a couple of money in there and a couple bucks in there and some other like things that I feel like homeless people might need, like socks is part of it. So it's just like a little Ziploc, a gallon Ziploc full of stuff. But I haven't had a chance to give it to anyone yet. That was supposed to be my little package for like situations like this where I encounter someone that might need help, and I'm like, hey man, you're asking for help. I got a little bit of something for you. I don't have that much else to spare. I also got to take care of my family. But yeah, it's like once you start looking for homeless people, it's like a paradox or something like that. It's like you can't find them. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, being more generous is something that I can work on. I operate a lot from a place of fear and anxiety, thinking like, oh man, if I give away $10, I might need that $10 tomorrow. Which is kind of like a very selfish mentality to have, and it hasn't clicked for me yet. You know, pray for me, please. I do want to get better at that, and why I feel so anxious and fearful, and I'm like a nervous bird building a nest. I'm never happy with my nest. I guess that's a good analogy. I'm always adding padded walls to my nest until I have like the best nest I can have. And I don't want to spare any straw for anyone else. But right now I don't have a job, so I can understand being a little bit more stingy, but hopefully, you know, God willing, you know, if when I get a job and I bring in some money, you know, hopefully I can put some more of that stuff away and give to the poor, because that's what we're committed to do. And I think in this culture, in this society, we often lose sight of that. And because it's an issue of discernment, there's less pressure to obey that. And what I mean by that is the rules of don't murder, don't steal, don't have sex before marriage, like those kind of things are like more black and white. It's like either you do or you don't. But with donating to the poor, it's more of like, it's like more of a heart issue. It's like, are you donating to the poor? Okay, you are donating to the poor. How much? You're donating $20 a month. Should you be donating more than that? Like, you're very blessed. Maybe you should be doing $40 a month, or $50 a month, or $100 a month, or $1,000 a month. You will probably still survive if you donate $1,000 a month, or whatever. These are just made up numbers, but it's something to think about. And I haven't found a great framework to figure out how generous to be. How generous to be, and what the core function of that is of course is to express your love in a material way, to help someone in a material way, to kind of empathize and just have a heart, basically, not a cold heart, but a kind heart to see other people as people and to respond to them. Because when they ask for your donation, it's almost like a prayer, right? It's almost like your chance to answer someone's prayer. There's something kind of poetic about that. Yeah, a lot to think about. A lot to think about.